Carolina to the fullest. This is the album review of Pachino Dino called Hustlin Head Bussin. In case y'all don't know about Pachino Dino, he's a well-known artist from Charleston, South Carolina. This is his second nationwide album. Y'all know how I do. Real deal. No bootleg. Don't play that. He had plenty of mixtapes. I think he probably had like 3 or 4 mixtapes. But his albums were dumbing out. This one, Hustlin Head Bussin. Let me give the producers who made the beats for the album 21st Century, Twin D, Gotti Boy, and Big Hoov. Those were all the producers for this album. The first one is just an intro. He just explaining who he is. Who the am I? That's how it starts off. Pretty nice. It's not too long. Dig That is the next name of the track. I think personally this is a pretty good one. It's a nice way to start off the album. Pachino Dino coming through with some nice verses there. Again, like I said, it's a pretty nice track. Solid beat, nice vocals. Soul of the Real is my junk, man. I love this song right here. He's talking about some things that he went through and some things that he might do in the near future. I mean, it's like the soul of the real. Like, that's basically what the song's about. And the hook is very catchy. I find myself singing it every once in a while, every time I hear the song here. The next one is Picture of Me. This features Big Hoov. This was one of them songs I didn't like at first, but then it grew on to me later on, so I'm like playing this track a whole lot more. They basically talking about some realness that they going through. I like the part of the verse where he says, I hand somebody some money because that used to be me, meaning like he was broke too. He's trying to help for those that's struggling. And that's a good thing right there. See Me, this features Spice One. This is another one of them songs I didn't like at first, but then I'm now playing it more often. I think what I really didn't like about the song is that the hook, or the way he's rapping the whole song, like he's rapping in the same pattern, rhythm of way he's flowing. But Spice One came through and he comes with, he came through with a nice verse. I mean, he ripped the hell up on this track here. I guess that's probably why I really like it, because Spice One came through with a nice verse. Body Rockin', that's the next name of the track. Now, honestly, I thought I really wasn't gonna like this song, but this song started. I really like this track here. Pachino Dino coming through with some really tight verses on here. It's a nice track for the club. I guess that's why he made it. But this is still a tight track though. I really like it. Cold as Ice. This features Melanie. This song is pretty straight. He raps, like again, he raps and sings in the same type of rhythm the whole time. If you can tolerate it, I guess you will like it. I personally think it's a pretty solid track. Roll the Dice, this features Brown and Trey 8. Man, I've been waiting. I'm trying to find that Brown album called Drought Season. I'm really trying to find that. It's hard to find, but I'm gonna keep looking around for it. This is a pretty nice track here. Brown came through with a pretty good verse. It's different. You gotta listen to how he raps. The way he raps is very different. Like, you gotta really pay attention to how he's rhyming. Trey 8, he comes through with a pretty good verse. Pachino Dino finished it all off, and it's a nice hook too to add on the song. 10 Toes, this is a nice track also. Pachino Dino coming through with some pretty good verses. Solid beat with tight vocals. Deal With Ya, this features Stig and Crossa. Definitely one of my favorites off of this album. This song go hard, man. Like, this song kind of reminds me of the No Face, No Case track off of the Dumbin' Out album. It kind of reminds me of that. That's why it goes so hard. Stig and Crossa, they come through with some tight verses. Pachino Dino, he rips the hell up on this song, man. This was the Dino I was expecting the whole album. This was the Dino, the one on the Dumbin' Out. This dude, he rips the hell up on this track here. The next one is called Nan Nigga Effin' With Me. This song is pretty good. I like this song here. The way he raps on here is kind of different, but he's still rapping throughout the whole song, and he's kind of singing a little bit. So I think this is one of the better tracks off of this album. Get Money, this features Piazo This song is pretty good too. I like it. To me, this is more like a motivational song, you know, get money, get money. Piazo, I like that last part of the song when they like switching up the verses or the lyrics that they rap. They're going back and forth like tennis. Money don't make you happy. This features Marley Marl and P. Watts. This is a really good track here. I like the content of the song. Money don't make you happy, but being broke won't either. You know, I like that content of the song. Marley Marl comes through with a pretty nice verse. I'm probably gonna review some of Marley Marl's album in the near future, so be on the lookout for that. P. Watts came through with a nice verse also, and Dino also does well. The track called Head Bussin, this features Point Blank and Koopsta Knicca, and like I said, I've been waiting to hear this song with them on here at once. This is still a pretty nice track though. Pachino Dino has a nice verse. Point Blank though, he goes hard on there. Y'all know how Point Blank does. He comes through with a real tight verse. And Koopsta, he comes through with that devilish sounding voice that he's known for. Nice way to finish off that track there. Overall, this is a pretty good song here. Pass No Nigga, that's the last name of the song. This is another good way to end off the album. It don't last too long. I think it lasts like 2 minutes and some change. He basically saying don't look past anyone. You know, anyone could be a suspect, anyone could be a traitor, and all that stuff. That's all the songs I'm going to review for this album. To rate this, I will give this an 8.5. So in between, you give it an 8.25 out of a 10. I really like this album. It's nothing like the Dumbin' Out album that a lot of us may be familiar with Pachino Dino. But it's still an album that you can still listen to that I think y'all would definitely appreciate it. He hasn't really changed his style. Like, he didn't sold out to the industry. I think what he did is that he kind of trying to make his songs appealing to everyone. On the Dumbin' Out album, he didn't give a you know what, he didn't care. He was just rapping just for the hell of it, regardless of what people thought of him. But I think on this album, he tried to like make it a well-rounded album. I think that's what he tried to do, and you know, like I said, there's nothing wrong with that. So with that being said, if you a Pachino Dino fan or if you like Chucktown music, this would definitely be an album to get. If you're unfamiliar with Charleston music, they sound very geeky and all that stuff. So I highly recommend to get this if you like Pachino Dino, if you're a big fan of him, and you know if you're familiar with his style, this is definitely an album to cop. Alright? So with that being said, I'm gonna say that the free Pachino Dino, because he's been locked up for a long time. I don't know what is he locked up for, I'm not sure. I think he's, to my knowledge, he's been gone for at least almost 10 years, you know what I'm saying, like locked up. So with that being said, that's it. Shout out to Pachino Dino, hope he gets out soon. And shout out to Twin D and all the other producers and people. Alright, much love to the real folks, and I'll be on here back with another review. Alright, peace out.